Welcome, Aries. Whether you've been charging into these cosmic corners with me for years or just crash-landed here after seeing 11:11 too many times, this is Zodiac Talks Tarot, and I'm honored to have your fiery soul in the room. Now listen, this week's message isn't your usual astrological fluff about mood swings and moon phases. This is a rare celestial dispatch specifically tailored to the chosen ones among you. Yes, you bold, headstrong trailblazers who came here to love hard, live loud, and maybe bulldoze a few emotional boundaries along the way. If your inner compass has been spinning lately or you've been catching glimpses of something big on the horizon, trust that instinct. Because June 4th, 2025 isn't just a day. It's a full-on energetic rupture point. Venus and Jupiter, two of the cosmos' heavy hitters, are syncing up in a perfect 60-degree sextile at 29 degrees, a critical degree in astrology that doesn't whisper, it announces. And for Aries, the sign that thrives on instinct and fire, this is your cue to act. Not cautiously. Not after 3 spreadsheets and 2 therapy sessions. Now, this isn't just some cute planetary selfie moment. It's the universe unrolling a velvet carpet lined with emotional fireworks, divine opportunities, and let's be honest, maybe a karmic X or two popping back up just to test your growth. And before you roll your eyes, yes, you've grown. Even if you still forget to text back when you're emotionally overwhelmed. But here's the part you must pay attention to: the night before this cosmic portal peaks, your dreams will stop being just dreams. This isn't random brain static from that spicy dinner or your late-night TikTok spiral. This is soul-level symbolism. Think of it as divine messaging hidden in metaphor. You might dream about someone from your past, or find yourself in places that feel oddly familiar, like déjà vu in 4D. You may even have conversations that feel more real than your last Zoom meeting. Whatever comes through, write it down. Don't analyze it to death, don't go full Nancy Drew on it, yet, but capture it. Because this is your higher self using the language of imagery to prepare you for what's coming. And what's coming is nothing short of transformative. You see, in astrology, Venus rules love, beauty, and what we value, while Jupiter expands whatever it touches. Put those two together in this rare alignment and you've got yourself a divine cocktail of love, truth, and expansion, shaken not stirred, with a dash of spiritual fire. So welcome again, Aries. You're not just here to listen, you're here to awaken. Let's talk about what's happening in your energy field right now, Aries, because if you've been feeling like you're inexplicably drawn to someone you barely know, as if they're walking around with your soul's Wi-Fi password, no, you're not losing it. You're aligning. This is the kind of cosmic chemistry that doesn't make sense on paper but hits you like a spiritual déjà vu in real time. You lock eyes with a stranger at the grocery store and suddenly you're wondering if you were married in Atlantis. Or maybe your ex sends you a random thinking of you text just as you were deleting their contact for the 5th time this week. Coincidence? Not even close. This is Venus and Jupiter in harmonious sextile doing what they do best, amplifying attraction, intuition, and divine timing. But here's the catch, Aries, I know your instinct is to chase, to pursue, to conquer. It's in your astrological DNA. But during this particular portal, the real power lies in allowing. Sit in your fire. Let the universe bring the right people into your orbit without charging in head first like you're storming emotional Normandy. The chosen ones don't chase, we radiate. And right now, you're glowing like a cosmic lighthouse, pulling in people who are meant to be on your journey, whether for a moment, a lesson, or a lifetime. And once that connection clicks, oh, you'll feel it in your throat chakra. Jupiter in chatty Gemini has taken the mute button off your inner voice, while Venus in Aries is practically daring you to say the thing you've been holding back. You might blurt out a confession while ordering your usual coffee, or suddenly find yourself giving someone a compliment so raw and real it catches even you off guard. But don't worry, this is what the portal wants. Your truth is no longer meant to sit politely in the waiting room. It's kicking down the door. So go ahead, Aries. Say it with your whole chest. Just maybe don't propose marriage in line at Trader Joe's unless the vibes are really that strong. Let's be honest, Aries, have you recently caught yourself zoning out while staring at the ceiling fan like it holds the secrets of the universe? Maybe you saw a random flash of you slow dancing with someone under fairy lights at a wedding that hasn't happened yet, yours, by the way. If so, I'm here to tell you, no, you're not going crazy, and no, it's not dehydration. What you're experiencing is a third eye software upgrade, courtesy of the Venus-Jupiter portal. And this isn't your average hunch. This is full-on intuitive broadband, and you, my friend, are logged in. You see, when Venus and Jupiter harmonize like this, especially under the firepower of Aries energy, your psychic channels don't just whisper, they broadcast. These flashes you're getting? They're not idle daydreams. They're sneak previews of timelines your soul is flirting with. And if they feel more real than your current love life, that's probably because your higher self is tired of your situationship and wants to pitch a better plot line. But the universe isn't stopping at mental downloads. Oh no, Aries, it's taking it full body. That tingling in your palms? That random pressure behind your shoulder blades? That warm buzz right in the center of your chest like you swallowed a crystal? These are not ergonomic red flags. You're not overdue for a chiropractor you recalibrating. Your physical form is syncing with a higher love frequency. Think of it like a cosmic Bluetooth connection. Your body is now a receiver, a transmitter, and why not, a whole damn amplifier of heart energy. Even your knees are in on it. Yes, that weird flutter behind your kneecaps? That's divine matchmaking in progress. This is not subtle. This is sacred. So if you feel your body lighting up in strange places, don't panic. Just breathe. You're not malfunctioning. You're becoming a finely tuned love instrument, built for deeper connection, clearer intuition, and possibly the best slow dance of your life. Let's talk about the past, Aries, and I don't mean in a dramatic, tear-stained journal kind of way. I'm talking about those unexpected reappearances that seem to drop from the sky like a cosmic plot twist. If someone from your romantic history suddenly resurfaces tomorrow, maybe an ex, a what if, or that intense almost relationship that ghosted you during Mercury retrograde, don't panic. And for the love of Mars, don't immediately romanticize it either. This Venus-Jupiter portal isn't about throwing you back into old stories. It's about closure, clarity, and maybe if the stars align just right, conscious reconnection. See, this particular alignment asks something big of Aries. Can you face what once burned without needing to burn it all down again? Because let's be real, you're the Zodiac's fire starter. When things get emotional, your first instinct might be to torch the bridge and walk away with sunglasses on. But this time, the universe is offering you a sacred pause. A chance to look back not with resentment or nostalgia, but with the wisdom of who you are now. Can this connection evolve? Or is it time to lovingly release it, Marie Kondo style, and move forward lighter? Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. You may find yourself itching to change your entire love strategy. Out of nowhere, you're tempted to delete all your dating apps, burn your old journals, and maybe even finally text that person you've been secretly manifesting since the last eclipse. That's not a mood swing, that's activation. The Venus-Jupiter sextile is literally rewriting your energetic relationship blueprint. Old habits? Obsolete. Your days of tolerating half-baked connections or emotionally unavailable flings. Over. You didn't incarnate as an Aries just to swipe left on your potential. The chosen ones don't chase approval, they claim truth. And if your soul has been nudging you to stop playing small in love, this portal is the megaphone you didn't know you needed. So, If you feel the urge to act out of character in the best possible way, do it. You're not losing it. You're waking up. Let's be honest, Aries, your inner voice hasn't always been the most helpful narrator. For years, it might have sounded like a mix between your most avoidant ex and a drill sergeant with commitment issues. But now, something's shifted. That internal monologue is finally getting a spiritual software update, and let me tell you, it's sounding suspiciously like wisdom. Suddenly, you're not second-guessing your worth or talking yourself out of love just because it feels too good to be true. You're hearing yourself clearly, like the static's been turned down and what's left is pure, unfiltered clarity, like a mountain stream that doesn't care if it ruins your expensive sneakers. The voice in your head no longer whispers doubts like they're probably too good for me, or maybe I should tone it down. Now it calmly, and kind of sassily, says, actually, I'm the table and I brought the damn chairs. That's not delusion. That's divine knowing. When your own thoughts line up with your truth, it's amazing how suddenly other people start hearing you, too. You're not shouting to be understood anymore. You're speaking from a place that echoes with self-respect, and trust me, that energy hits differently. And speaking of energy shifts, let's talk forgiveness. Not the fluffy, tear-stained notebook kind, but Aries-style forgiveness. Yes, someone from your past may reappear during this Venus-Jupiter portal, but this isn't a Hollywood rom-com reboot. This is conscious reconciliation. If someone knocks on the door of your heart, ask yourself honestly, is this return about redemption, or release? You don't need closure anymore, you are the closure. You've become the full stop at the end of that sentence. Still, if it feels aligned, don't be afraid to lean into the possibility of healing. Just do it with your eyes wide open and your boundaries intact. Forgiveness doesn't mean letting people walk back in with muddy shoes, it means being wise enough to know who's evolved and who's just circling the block out of nostalgia. This portal is here to align your inner voice with your outer reality. Listen carefully, it's no longer doubting. It's leading. Let me be crystal clear, Aries, this cosmic moment? It's not on layaway. It's not maybe next retrograde energy. The Venus-Jupiter sextile peaks on June 4th around 10 p.m., and that portal is moving with the kind of velocity that doesn't wait for you to color-code your feelings or text your group chat for advice. This is now or never alignment, and the universe isn't whispering gently. It's flinging glitter at your face, ringing a cosmic cowbell, and shouting, this is your shot. And honestly, if the stars could hold up a neon sign, it'd say stop overthinking and leap. This is the part where you stop waiting for permission and remember, you are the sign. But let's balance that Aries fire with a little long game wisdom, shall we? Because while this portal lights the match, it's what happens after that turns sparks into something sustainable. Venus is gliding into earthy, sensual Taurus on June 6th, and Jupiter flows into nurturing, emotionally rich Cancer on June 9th. Translation: what you ignite now has the potential to take root if you plant it with real intention. Think of this week as the time to scatter those bold, wild seeds. The next phase? That's where you build the garden fence, pull the weeds, and start watering the vision with a little daily devotion. And to my fellow Aries flames, especially those of you with that moon in Aries placement like me, you already know, we don't do lukewarm. We're here to live boldly, to feel everything, to leap before the crowd even decides to move. But this week? This portal? It's sacred. Don't waste it chasing distractions, old patterns, or that emotionally unavailable lesson in human form you were supposed to graduate from 3 eclipses ago. The chosen ones, and yes, that includes you, weren't sent here to blend in or dim down. We came to love loudly, to speak truth even when our voice shakes, and to follow those soul nudges like breadcrumbs from the divine. So if something inside you is whispering, nudging, or full-on shouting that a shift is here, trust it. Act on it. Let it move you. And hey, if this message hit you right in the solar plexus or maybe cracked open your heart just a bit, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Zodiac Talks Tarot, where we speak cosmic truth with humor, heart, and just the right amount of holy fire. Drop your dreams, synchronicities, and weird little love signs in the comments. I promise you, they matter more than ever this week. You've got everything you need, Aries. Now go out there and live like the universe has your back, because this week, it absolutely does.